super happy and elated.
Dr. Malika Mitchell-Stewart was overjoyed when, after more than a decade of school and giving birth to her second child late last year, she officially became a doctor. With that title came a new job and a more than $16,000 signing bonus.
It's like a aha moment, like I finally made it. I finally am successful.
This was your moment.
It was my moment.
And it was
taken away.
Taken away by Chase Bank, according to Mitchell-Stewart, when they refused to cash her check. She's now suing for $1 million, alleging discrimination, claiming they refused her services because she's a black woman. Accusations that Chase tells NBC News are, quote, completely false.
If I would have came in as a white male with that same check, I'm sure they would have verified it, deposited, and opened an account for them that day.
Mitchell-Stewart says she visited a Chase Bank near Houston in December to open an account and cash her check.
And they looked at the check, and then they kind of looked back at me, and then that's when they started asking me all these questions about like what I did for a living, who gave me this check, what company is this, how old I was.
After answering those questions and even showing her business card, Mitchell-Stewart alleges the bank refused to serve her, claiming the check was fraudulent. She says without ever trying to contact the check's issuer or offering an alternative, like putting a hold on the check until the funds cleared.
I've worked so hard, and to be accused of being a criminal, it hurt my heart.
Chase telling NBC News in a statement, while we fell short on delivering a great customer experience, our employee was concerned that she might be a victim of a scam and offered a safer alternative, such as ACH deposit, to get immediate access to her funds. At no point did they suggest that she was engaged in criminal activity or question the fact that she is a physician. Over the years, there have been many reports detailing similar experiences of black people at America's largest banks. Last year, U.S. banks settled a lawsuit after calling police on a black man who was placed in handcuffs after trying to cash his $900 paycheck.
He said, "You people are always coming in here with fake checks."
Who do you think he meant?
Black people.
We're sorry for where we failed, Mr. Murrow, and accept full responsibility, U.S. Bank told NBC News in a statement, adding that it's strengthening policies to prevent this from happening again. Hashtag banking while black, now a rallying cry on social media.
How widespread is the issue of racism and discrimination in banking?
We've had hundreds of calls.
Dallas-based civil rights attorney Justin Moore is representing Dr. Mitchell-Stewart. He says these incidents can be hard to track because many people don't report them, even when police are called.
The fact that you have a black doctor who can access basic financial services, that has long-standing ramifications. Banks, bank tellers, they have discretion to use their prejudice and weaponize it to prevent black folks and people that are minorities from accessing these services.
The Civil Rights Act of 1964 outlawed discrimination in some public places, but doesn't cover banks, making discrimination cases hard to win. In fact, it's legal for banks to treat customers differently as long as they receive services in the end. But in the wake of George Floyd's murder, banks pledged billions towards racial equity, Chase making a $30 billion commitment.
At J.P. Morgan Chase, a key goal is to help break down systemic barriers that have created profound disparities.
This lawsuit, some advocates say, a reminder that banks are still falling short.
No more performative allyship. We need actual, real, tangible resources, and we need unfettered access to those resources.
No one should be allowed to just say, I feel uncomfortable and refuse service. That's not right.
All right, Priscilla Thompson joins us now live from Houston. So, Priscilla, you highlight in your story here that this is not an isolated incident, at least this allegation. It's happened to several people all across the country. The part I'm confused about is what is Chase trying to say about this scam? It seems like they were trying to distract from what Dr. Mitchell was actually going through inside that bank.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're obviously acknowledging that she did not have a positive experience there. But what they seem to be suggesting is that not that Dr. Mitchell was a criminal or trying to put on any sort of scam, but that perhaps she received this check and it was unclear sort of where it came from or where what the intent of the person who sent it. And that is what they were questioning, not Dr. Mitchell or her role as a physician or the fact that she might be receiving a check of this size. And that is why Chase is saying that they suggested that she ask her employer to offer a direct deposit of the check that would electronically go straight into an account. But of course, the other issue here is that Dr. Mitchell-Stewart says that she wasn't even allowed to open an account. And so how would she have done that if she wasn't able to open an account on that day?
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.